All right, this is still review number 9, review 9. This is the last couple of pages. We're talking about arithmetic sequence and geometric sequence. First, we're going to start about arithmetic. And so we're going to look at what he wants to write an equation for the nth term for each of the following arithmetic. And the first term is corresponding to n equal 1. So the first thing we know, though, is we need to find the pattern, all right? And so you find the pattern by taking the second number, which is 19 in this one, and you subtract the first number. And we do this, we find out it's negative 2. Then we take the third number and we subtract it from the second number. We do this, we find that that's negative 2. And we take 15 minus 17 and we find out, again, it's negative 2. So my pattern here is negative 2 for each one. All right, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to, since it says write an equation, the equation for this, and I'm going to try to write it here, is an equals a1 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. Now, common difference means like add and subtract, like subtract. And so we keep subtracting negative 2. So my common difference is going to be negative 2. A1 represents my first number. So my first number in the sequence is that guy right there. So here we go. An equals, my first number is 21 plus, this will stay n minus 1. My d, which is my common difference, is the negative 2. It's what repeats. So we're going to put in parentheses, since it's being multiplied, it's a negative 2. Now we're going to distribute the negative 2 to everything inside the n minus 1. And when I do this, I end up with an equals 21 plus, whoops, I better erase that because that's not a plus, because a negative 2 times n is going to make it a negative 2n. And then a negative 2 and a negative 1 makes it a positive 2. Alright, and so I'm just going to clean up. They're on the same side of the equal sign. So 21 plus 2 is 23 minus 2n. And so if we were to put these numbers in, this is the first number, this is the second number, this is the third number, this is the fourth number. Let's say I pick the third number. The third number, that'd be, think about it, the third number would be 2, would go in for n, because we're looking right here. So that'd be 6, and then 23 minus 6 is 17, and 17 is my third number. So that's how you can check. But this is the equation right here. That's what we're asked. So let's do the same thing for number 2. We got to find our pattern. Alright, so I'm going to take the second one minus the first one. Well, 2 negatives here make a positive, so that's 5, because 3 plus 2 negatives make a positive, so this becomes a positive, and that's a 2. So it becomes 5. Then I do 8 minus 3, which is 5. Then 13 minus 8, which is 5. So again, they're all 5. So my pattern here is 5. So I'm going to put like a plus, oh, wrong one, sorry. This is going to be plus 5, this is plus 5, and this is plus 5 right there. Alright, so we use the same equation. An equals, my first number is negative 2 this time, plus n minus 1. Remember, I'm using this equation. And d represents my common difference, so that one is a plus 5. Then I'm going to distribute, remember I'm going to distribute this to this and this, so I'm going to rewrite it, so it's an equals a negative 2 plus 5n minus 5. And then we get to clean up the two numbers, negative 2 and negative 5, make a negative 7. And again, we could test it. We could pick the second number. 2 times 5 is 10, minus 7 is the second number 3. Yes, it is. So this is my equation. Alright, write an equation in the nth term of each of the following arithmetics. Indicate the term. Alright, so this time they give us the term. So we got to create the equation, and then we got to find like the 13th number or the 23rd number. So here we go. We got to find the pattern too, and I'm going to write it on top this time instead. This looks like it's plus 10. This looks like it's plus 10. This looks like it's plus 10. And this looks like plus 10. Alright, my first number, so AN equals A1 is a 4. That's my first number. Plus N minus 1, and my pattern is a 10. And now I'm going to distribute the 10 to everything. So then it's AN equals 4 plus 10N minus 10. Combine my 4 and my N, my 4 and my 10 together. One's a positive, one's negative, so that makes it a negative. So I'm just going to say 10N minus 6. Okay. And now I get to put in 13. 13 is my term. It represents my N. So I'm going to put a 13, so it's 10 times 13 minus 6. So my 18, when I put the A to the 13th here, that means this right here is what I'm talking about. Let me go back and erase this and rewrite it. And I'll put it in a red so you can see it. When I say A to the 13th, that means the 13th position or the 13th number is going to be, and we just do the math here. And so when you do the math, I'm going to move it. That's 130 minus 6. So A to the 13th is going to be number 124. So now we do the 4 like this. So number 4, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and write this in a different color so it kind of stands out a little bit better. So it's going to be AN. Oh, I got to find a pattern. This looks like it's plus. Oh, no. It's minus 7. That's a minus 7, and that's a minus 7. All right, so my first number is negative 16 plus N minus 1, and my pattern is negative 7. Distribute my negative 7, so it's going to be negative 16 minus 7N plus 7, because I'm multiplying a negative times a negative, negative times N. Alright, so then this becomes, looks like negative 7, and negative 16 plus 7 is negative 9. So AN equals that. They want to know the 23rd number. So negative 7 to the 23rd number, and then minus 9. So all I have to do is multiply negative 7 times 23, and I'm going to erase this part so we can finish it over here. So we're going in this direction, so you kind of see it. So that is, this is AN equals, now it's negative 7 times 23, see that's 21, carry 2, that's a negative 161, and then you got minus 9 again, so A to the 23rd, the number is going to be negative 170. That's how you find that.